I'm Yuri Sugimoto. I'm 23 years old. I started working at the company I'm currently at after graduating from college, but apparently one of my bosses isn't too fond of me, so she bullies me every day.
Hey, Yuri, I need you to go buy some print paper.
That's coming from the company's budget, right?
What are you talking about? You should pay for this yourself. That's common sense, you know? Just because your parents got you in here doesn't mean you get special treatment. I can tell that your parents haven't taught you well.
That's Miss Tomoko Mishima, my boss. She's 40 years old. She's right about one thing, though. My parents knew about this company and told me.
Yeah, I like that company. They're prestigious and their CEO is a really smart guy, too.
And that's why I decided to get a job here. But for some reason, she thinks I got hired because my parents knew the CEO or something, and always makes fun of me for it.
Back in my day, you actually had to work hard to get hired.
Well, I did as well, and it's harder to find a job nowadays since the market has become so competitive.
God, I hate entitled brats like you.
It's my kind of luck that I get assigned to work under her. She makes me personally pay for all the office supplies, and whenever I object, she gets really, really mad. So I can't talk back to her or anything, and I've had to work late for so many consecutive days now. I'm definitely the busiest out of all the new employees here, but when I'm trying my best to finish all of my work.
Oh, you seem to be getting along pretty well. Here, would you do this for me? Thanks!
She always hands me all of her work, and because of her, I'm emotionally and physically exhausted. But she justifies all this by saying,
"Oh, she wants me to be hard on her, so you guys don't have to intervene."
And so no one's willing to help me, and I couldn't ask them for help either. But the job itself wasn't too difficult, so I just tried to hang in there. But her bullying was getting worse and worse by the day. That day, I had to leave work on time. I was planning on getting dinner with my dad, who hadn't been the same since my mother died a few months ago, to cheer him up. My dad was still employed, and because I couldn't find any other day where I was free, this was the only day we could possibly grab dinner. So in the lead up to this day, I had worked extra hard and extra hours to make sure I finished all of my work before I left for the dinner.
Could you handle...
Done already.
Huh? Already? Well then how about...
That's done already as well. Could you check this and this too? I finished all the work my boss might give me in advance. My boss didn't seem too happy about this, but that was the least of my concerns. All I wanted was to cheer at my dad. But...
So please take care of this by tomorrow morning.
What my boss gave me were files that were supposed to be used in our meeting for next week. She probably didn't have any other job to give me, so she's making me do something that doesn't have to be done for another week. Miss Mishima, I told you that I need to leave the office on time today, right?
You're working for us. It's not right to put your personal life above work.
But I finished everything that needs to be done.
You still have this.
But this meeting isn't going to be for another 2 weeks. Can't I just do it tomorrow?
Stop complaining, you entitled brat.
But I have to go home today. So please, let me do this tomorrow. I'll finish it all tomorrow, so please, let me go home for today.
Then I won't grant you the paid leave you applied for.
What? But that's the first anniversary of my mother's death. I need to help my family prepare the memorial service.
Then you better get to it.
I couldn't refuse since I really needed those days off. So sorry, Dad. I don't think I can make it tonight. I still have work I need to get done.
It's okay. You seem pretty busy, too. Good luck, though. And make sure you get some good rest. If you keep on working like me, you're gonna end up losing the people you love.
I'm so sorry. I'll try my best to get better and faster at my job. But let's grab dinner some other time.
I'll be looking forward to it.
My dad was still grieving, but he was kind enough to cheer me up. I couldn't help but cry. So there I was, alone in the office, working on a job that didn't even need to be finished today. I finally finished everything when the last train home was just about to leave. This is all for my paid leave. That was when my boss started to take advantage of me.
Make sure you finish this presentation before you leave.
But I'm supposed to leave the office in 30 minutes.
Well, that's because you're not getting the work done quick enough, so don't expect any overtime pay.
That's nonsense.
Also, go get me some coffee. Not the ones from the convenience store, but the ones from my favorite cafe.
But that's a whole station away. I still have so much work to get done.
Well, if I don't have my coffee, I don't think I can give you your paid leave.
Damn it.
What a shame. I would have given you the day off if you would have just got me some coffee and finished the presentation.
Fine.
All right, don't take too long.
It took 30 minutes for me to get to the stupid cafe, but I managed to order the drink there. I didn't think I would get compensated for it, but I saved a receipt just in case. That's when I got a message from my boss.
Hey Yuri, are you still at the cafe?
Yep, I just got your drink.
Could you go buy me a gift voucher at the department store on your way back?
What do you need a gift voucher for?
I'm using it as a prize for a bingo game my clients and I are gonna play. Around $300 worth of vouchers should be fine.
300? There's no way I can get that many.
Are you talking back to me?
But I don't have any money on me.
Then go to the bank and get some more.
You're gonna pay me back, right?
I thought you wanted paid leave.
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
So you don't care if you don't get to go to your mother's memorial service, huh?
Well,
what a terrible daughter. I feel so sorry for your mother.
alright, I'll get the vouchers on my way back.
Alright, thanks, Brad.
I ran back to the office after getting the vouchers, but my boss had already left for the day.
You were too slow. Also, you can drink the coffee. I mean, you bought it with your own money, so make sure you give me the vouchers tomorrow. And I left some extra work for you on the desk.
And on the desk was a mountain of files. Apparently, she went around the office asking people from other departments if they had any extra work left over. And so when all of this is finished, she's gonna get the credit for it. Is life supposed to be this hard, Dad? I had tears in my eyes as I started my computer and got to work. But I should get the paid leave now, right? But I would quickly find out that things weren't gonna go so smoothly. Hey, can I get your approval for my paid leave next week?
What are you talking about?
The paid leave that I've been telling you about since over a month ago?
I can't give you days off when we have an important presentation with one of our top clients coming up.
But that's not what you said. You said if I listened to you.
I just said I would think about it. I never made any promises.
No!
Alright, get this presentation done by tomorrow. This should be a walk in the park for you. After all, your parents got you into this company.
By tomorrow? But I've been working overtime for a couple of days in a row now.
So?
I'm exhausted.
If you're gonna act like a victim like that, you're never gonna get any paid leave. Maybe you won't be able to attend your father's funeral either.
That's when I had enough. Why would you even say something like that? That's crossing the line, even for you.
If you don't want that to happen, just listen to what I tell you.
That's it! I'm quitting this stupid company. I grabbed my stuff from my desk and ran out the office. My boss was laughing at me hysterically, but I've had enough. There was no way the higher-ups were going to believe me even if I told them about how she has been treating me since she was my boss, so I stopped showing up to work. My boss probably told him that I had ran away or something. I was getting ready to move back to my parents' place since I had no business living in the city anymore. I haven't told my dad yet since I didn't want to worry him, but one Sunday afternoon, I made my way to the supermarket to buy some supplies. Is that Miss Mishima?
Ew, I'm so drunk right now. Alright, let's get some sushi for a late snack.
My boss was going through the sushi section visibly drunk. Now that I think about it, she did seem to have a bit of a hangover every Monday.
Thanks to that dumb brat and the vouchers, I can buy so much free food.
Huh?
And she even paid for supplies that we use in the office. Can you believe that? Maybe I should have kept her by my side for longer.
So that voucher wasn't for her clients, but for herself? I was in shock and awe of what Miss Mishima was saying, and my anger was reaching a boiling point. She used my mother's memorial ceremony against me, and even made me buy gift vouchers for her. That's totally unacceptable. But I already quit my job at the office, so I couldn't do anything and ran back home. Dad!
Yuri? What's wrong?
I can't do this anymore! I told my dad everything that had been going on while sobbing my eyes out. I was so angry and sad that I forgot about not wanting to worry my dad. Dad, I can't work there anymore. I know you like that company, but I can't. I'm sorry.
Yuri, I didn't know. That's terrible! I'm so sorry that I couldn't help. Here, rest now.
The next day, when I entered the living room, I saw my dad calling someone with a stern expression on his face. When he finished his call, he turned to me and asked,
Good morning, Yuri. Did you get a good night's sleep?
Yeah, for the first time in a very long time. Don't you have to go to work today?
I took a day off today.
Does that have anything to do with the phone call?
Yep, it has everything to do with it. I'm not going to forgive those assholes who bullied you.
What did you do, Dad? I was surprised that my dad was able to get a day off since he was always busy. But at the same time, I was keen to find out what he had just done. And a few hours later, everything started to unfold. Out of nowhere, I got a text from my former boss.
Why the hell was I fired?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Why didn't you tell me beforehand that your father's the CEO of one of our biggest clients? I didn't know that.
Yep, that's right. My father's company has been one of our biggest clients for a long time now. The CEO of our company knew about this, but I didn't tell anyone else since I didn't want them to think that I wasn't qualified to be there.
Since your father issued a formal complaint to our CEO this morning, he's all pissed at me.
Oh, so that's who he was calling earlier.
You told him I was harassing you, didn't you?
Yeah, and that's the truth.
I was only trying to teach you.
So it was making me buy a gift voucher for you to use part of your curriculum.
What are you talking about?
Oh, don't play dumb with me.
What the?
I saw you the other day and I couldn't help but tell my dad all about it. I kept all the receipts from when you made me buy stuff for the office, so I'll send it to the office today.
Wait a minute! How much is it in total? I'll pay you directly, so please don't tell them about this.
I'll make sure it gets there ASAP.
No, listen to me!
Who are you texting, Yuri?
Oh, I was just texting my old boss that I told you about.
Wait, hand me your phone for a second. Hello? This is Yuri's father.
Stop lying!
I'm not. I'm actually her father.
Really?
Yep, the one you said my daughter would miss the funeral of. I heard about everything. You've been harassing my daughter for quite a while now, haven't you?
No, you got it all wrong! I was just trying to make her work harder. That was all it was.
Right now, they're checking the chat and mailing records from my daughter's computer. They haven't even looked through half of it yet, but they've already found evidence of you forcing my daughter to do your job for you.
Well, she said she wanted to, so...
Is she telling the truth?
Of course not.
Well, your audacity is truly astounding, I'll give you that. You haven't been working at the company for 20 years for nothing. It's no wonder no one can refuse your orders.
I'm so sorry about what happened. She was so good at her job that I couldn't help but give more work to her. I feel terrible about all this, so please forgive me. I don't want to quit my job, so could you please redact your complaint?
Well, if your CEO made a decision, then I'm in no position to argue against it.
No.
But I'm sure you're a very talented worker. So how about this? I can introduce you to some people who I know that may be able to offer you a job.
A new job?
As you probably know, my company is getting pretty big, and we always need more people. I promise you that you will earn much more than you used to.
But I was getting paid pretty well at my last job. The job must be very demanding if it pays so well.
Not necessarily. It's just an ordinary managerial position. It's not hard labor or anything either. But you are going to be working at a beach resort abroad, and there's a lot of single men in the office, so you'll probably be very popular there.
I'll do it. Leave it up to me, sir.
Well, I'll be looking forward to working with you then.
Dad, are you really gonna hire her? Rather than answering my question, my dad just grinned. Then he said,
Yeah, and in a place that's like heaven at that.
after a private investigation, the company found out about all of Miss Mishima's deeds, and so she was officially fired. But she already had another job lined up, so she didn't look bothered by the cold look she was getting at all. She just gathered her things and walked out the office singing. And she made her way to the beach resort where she was supposed to start working at. She was excited for this new job, but...
This isn't what you promised me.
Oh, hey, Miss Mishima, how's it going? You're a store manager now, right? That's a huge promotion. Congrats!
No, it's not. I heard that it was a managerial position, but I didn't know that I was going to be stuck working in a warehouse all day.
But you're surrounded by single men who all want to shoot their shot with you, right?
They don't even speak English, but somehow they managed to remember the word grandma.
Oh, wow, that's no good. Make sure you put on some sunscreen so you don't age any further.
That's not the point. Tell your dad this. Give me a job that doesn't put me in the middle of nowhere and where there's a lot of hot single guys.
Well, my dad actually wanted me to tell you this. You should be surrounded by chimpanzees rather than actual humans.
Damn it!
Miss Mishima tried running away numerous times, but every time she tried, she ended up getting lost in the jungle. And now she's living amongst the local tribes who call her a witch. She does earn more than what she used to, but most of it gets taken away to pay damages to people that she harassed in the past, including me. So every month, she only receives the bare minimum of her paycheck. Besides, there's no point having money in the middle of the jungle anyway. But I can't believe my dad actually sent my boss to the middle of nowhere like that. That's a man you don't want as your enemy.
Well, I can't be so sad all the time about your mother. I've got to protect you, at least until you get married.
Then I'll never find a husband, Dad. I want you to stay healthy for as long as possible.
You're right.
I did quit my job, but thanks to my boss, I feel like I'm ready for anything.
I guess we gotta thank her for that.
I'm gonna start looking for a new job soon. Alright, here goes nothing.